Hey guys, welcome back! Welcome back! You're like, this girl's so annoying, I never want to come back. So I tried to film an eyebrow tutorial the other night and it didn't go so well. I didn't really like the footage. You know, like, I just wasn't in the right state of mind. I'm still like, I have had like a couple like very anxiety ridden few days. Makeup always calms me down, but it's hard to film when you're just not in that state of mind. Like, you don't feel like being a fun person and just talking to yourself in front of a camera and pretending like everything's okay. But today I feel a little bit better. Like, my hands are like literally sweating so bad right now, and I have all the windows open and the fan on. But I honestly think, like, since I'm a little better today, just sitting down and filming is going to make me feel better. And like I said, today I'm doing brows. I'm taking the Precisely My Brow by Benefit, my Sonia Kashuk angled brush, and a cool tone brown from my trusty, obnoxiously old Tarte palette. Any unpigmented cool tone brown will work, so you don't need a lot of money. Maybe pick up any drugstore eye palettes, because I feel like there's just not a lot of great drugstore eye palettes and they're just not that pigmented. And I'm not, honestly, like, sometimes you want unpigmented products for what you're doing. You don't always want it to be pigmented. Like, for brows, I don't want it to be like bang. I just want it to be like looking good. So let's just get right into it. I'm just going to spoolie that out. Fluff all of the hairs up. And it's going to look a little crazy, not going to lie, at first. And when it comes to the hairs in the front, I take my spoolie like straight and I kind of go up like this. I like those hairs to stand up straight. And the very first step, I take my Sonia Kashuk brush. I take that cool tone brown. I've used and abused this cool tone brown in the last few tutorials. I actually brush it on my arm instead of tapping off the excess. That's just what I like to do. I don't know why. I think it works for me. And then I start here in the middle of the brow and I decide what shape I want my tail to be. It's going to be different for every single person. So I take it at the tail. So I just want to make the first part of the brow, I don't know what the technical name for that, match the tail. I want it to be one swoop. I'll be even, if that kind of makes sense. So I start from the middle with very gentle pressing strokes, and I'm going to carry that shape to the tail. I don't have a very full brow in my tail area, so I have to make that, and I have to connect it. It's kind of like connecting the dots. Like, you see where your brow's doing over this way, and you create that going out. So I just go through. And when I get to the end, I do lighter strokes. So this part, I'm going to refill that in parts I feel like I kind of missed. This is going to be the darkest part of the brow in the center. And then I'm going to fan it out where it's lighter and lighter. But at middle-ish, I always keep the darkest because that's going to be where the shape is. And every time I re-dip in, I just wipe it off of my arm so that makes sure it's not too drastic and dark. And I'm just creating that same shape on the top. And like I said, right here is where I keep it the very darkest. And I fluff those hairs up, fill them in, fluff them up, fill them in. So I kind of fluff up and down, up and down, up and down, so I fill in the gaps. And as I'm doing this, I never dip my brush back in. I'm using the product that I got on there the first time. I already made my shape, and now I'm just filling in. So And look at that. I pretty much have the entire shape of my tail. Quick, fast, and easy. That's why I love powder. I take my spoolie and I just brush that out all once again to make sure everything is nice and natural. Especially if it's your first time ever like really filling in your brows, I love a spoolie because it just makes everything very natural and softens it if you go in a little too dark. At the front of the brow, see, I have that shape, but see, at the front of my brow is still very bare. Here is where I like to go in with a pencil. You can use any pencil you want, but I prefer just a very fine tipped brow pencil. I zoomed you out so you can see kind of what we're looking like. And that's kind of the tail shape I'm going for. And now I have this whole front of the brow I have not even touched. This area I like to go in with a pencil. Got you real close and personal. And I'm just going to go in and see how I have that shape. I kind of outlined it here to here. So I've outlined that shape and I want to connect it. And see how that area is sparse? I want that totally filled in. So I'm just going to lightly go back and forth. Very, very light, because this is like a gradient. I don't want this area to be as dark as the rest. I'm going to go above and connect everything. Okay? The last little step, I'm going to take my pencil and go straight up, and I go for lately I've been liking a slightly feathery brow, so I fluff the first couple hairs, even going up this way. I fluff them up slightly just by going straight up with my spoolie. Now that I've done that, in these hairs in the front, they're still looking just like a teeny bit sparse. So I take my pencil and I look for those hairs, right? And I want to mimic them. So I pick a hair and I just do little hair-like motions very, very delicately. Okay. I'm just going back and I'm darkening any areas I think I missed. And that is the finished product. I love this trick. It has saved my time in the morning completely because I don't like leaving the house unless I've drawn on a brow. I sound insane, but like a little, even just like a hair of a brow gives your face more of a shape. It's just me. I like it. I don't like the really dark, you know, like boxy brows. On some people, I think they're beautiful. On me, I just don't think a lot of makeup looks good on me. Like, there's some people that can wear all the makeup and you're like, you look stunning. But me, I kind of like this look. To some people, maybe it's too much, but for me, it's the perfect amount. I do this in 5 minutes, and if you have very, very sparse brows, I'm like putting away my makeup as I'm talking, multitasking. If you have very sparse brows, I feel like you'll love this trick. So, that concludes this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. I'm trying to do a bunch of new things on this channel, whether it be health, fitness, beauty. I want to put a lot out there, so stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm sorry about this, and then I just decaked my face real quick because I'm about to go play tennis, and I didn't want to be wearing that full face of makeup. So, see you guys later.